The next thing we're going to talk about is the Secrets Manager within MAJK. And so to get to Secrets Manager, you go to the Tools menu and then you click on Secrets. And this is where you can securely store secrets and credentials. If you don't know what a secret is, think of it like anything that you don't want to be unsecurely stored on your environment. So it could be a username and password, it could be credentials to access the system, it could be an API key, it could be tokens, it could be any information that you actually want to keep secure. And the way to think about this is the secrets manager keeps them secure, and then other functions within MAJK know to come to the secrets manager when they need the secret. You can create secrets and you can actually set them up with different levels of access if you wish to, depending on your use case. When you create a secret, that can be pretty straightforward. You just click on the create secret link, and then you may say something like Google API key. And so this could be a key that is required to gain access to a Google project. And it can be whatever the value is. You can, from Secrets Manager, you can look at that value if you need to by clicking on the eye, and you can give it a description. Secret. If you just click Create Secret at this time, then it will create a global secret, which means that any team member, any conversation, any project, any tool can gain access to this just by asking. But if you want to lock things down, and really you should only do this if you have particular use cases in mind, but if you have kind of different levels of security or different levels of controls that you want to include in your MAJK environment, then you can choose which projects, which can be set up as you're using MAJK, which teammates and which conversations can have access to the secret. So if you look at teammates, for example, because that's available, I could say that Magic Rabbit has access to the secret, but nobody else does. And you'll see the computed scope gets updated from global to say, well, now I have access to a teammate and only a teammate. You can add more teammates if you wish. You can remove those teammates, and then my scope goes back to global. And then the last thing you can do, if it's relevant, is that you can add a tag so that you can keep track of, this might be relevant for a particular project or a particular system or a particular other object. You can keep track of tags however you need to, but let's say that this is going to be tagged with Google, add that, and now this will be associated with the word Google as a tag, and I can add other things and connect them to this as well. And then it's just a case of clicking Create Secret. Once you have a secret in place, you can see some information about whether it's been used. You can see when it was last used. You can copy the value within that secret, which means it'll put it in your clipboard, and you can then use that in other applications if necessary. You can edit the secret, so you go back into the screen, and now you can make changes to it. This is particularly useful if you need to rotate API keys or tokens, or potentially you need to change passwords, whatever the situation is, but you can edit these things and maintain them. And you can also delete. And if you delete it, then it is gone, and you now don't have that secret available, and therefore any process that was dependent upon it will not have a place to go. So that's Secrets Manager. It's a very useful function, particularly as you get into integrations or connections to other systems.